Hello, Robs. We're back with Frank Leslie's Christmas book, 1889 to 1890. Chapter 5, somewhere in here. Or is it chapter 6? What happened? Where's chapter 5? Hold on. Yes. We're on chapter 6. Let's get some candle going here. There we go, Rob. Chapter 6. What's that say? Herr Papa? Herr Papa. Bonny awoke in a very strange place, a room he had never seen before. With a fire, a woman whose face he did not know, and a big man with a large face and a long beard, who seemed to him like a giant. Bonny struggled to free himself from the great strong arms. "Ach me," said a gentle voice. "The little child wakes at last. That is gut." Bonny slowly regarded the face before him. Then he asked, "Is you very good, giant?" The man laughed and showed so many white teeth that Bonny said hastily, "Bad giants eat babies. I not a baby, I's a boy." And he struggled off the giant's knee. He flew to the lady who had stretched out her arms to him, and burying his head in her lap, he cried, "Make the big giant go away. I's frightened." She told him not to be afraid, for Herr Papa was not a giant, and would not hurt him, as he loved all little children. She spoke so gently and sweetly that, when the big man came back with some fruit, Bonny, who was really hungry, allowed himself to be fed by the Herr Papa. Then his wife went and fetched a bowl of steaming hot bread and milk, which made Bonny feel warm and comfortable. When he had finished it, they put a little stool near the fire for him to sit on, and then, when he began to feel quite at home, they ventured to ask him some questions. "Do you know what place this is?" the Herr Papa asked. Bonny looked all around and then replied, "It isn't my house, it's your house." "Yes, 'tis ver good answer," the big man replied, laughing. "But tell me now, how did you come here?" "I think you brought me. That's what I tell you. Right again. Where did I find you?" "It was the music," he said rapidly. "Nice music, and it took me to see the music, very near, and carried me away quickly." "You had von name, what is it?" The nan with the music," Bonny burst out. "Where's he gone? He runned away. He did. Bonny run too. Nan go fast. Bonny go fast. Where's the music, Nan, I tell you?" They could not understand this, but they wanted to find out where he lived. So they asked him more questions. "What is your name, little boy?" No answer but a stare. "Where do you live?" Still no answer. "Did you run away?" "Ah, did you run after some music and get lost, little boy?" "It was a Nan with the music," Bonny said at last. Then they began to think that he was a little bit stupid. And there's Lise and Bonny, whoever the hell she is, did not quite know what to do. Presently his eye fell on a hassock under the table. He tugged it out and seized the poker and began drawing the cross. "It's a music like this," he said gravely. The man rose up and got something. It was the very thing the music man had. "Do the stick," Bonny cried eagerly. "Do the stick, I tell you." Then Herr Papa lifted the box onto his shoulder and put his head down on one side, just as the man had done. How Bonny watched him, took the stick, and drew it slowly across. To Bonny's rapture, there came forth a beautiful sound. Then the stick went backward and forward, up and down, and the whole room was filled with music. Bonny crept close to the Herr Papa and watched him. The moment the big man had finished, Bonny snatched the violin from his hands, put it on his shoulder, and placed the bow across the strings. It only made a grunt, however, much he tried. Then he pushed it away and began to cry. The man handed it to Bonny again, holding his hand while he drew the bow across. The beautiful voice came again, and Bonny's face was all aglow. "There's a nice noise in the music," he said. "He hath von soul of music," cried the big man. "He laugh it. I see it in his face. Now, my little one, take it and try again like this." Bonny took the violin and drew the bow across it as he had been shown. At first there came a shaky, uncertain sound, but Bonny did not leave off until the sound was steady and clear. He hath found good here, the big man cried. He shall be my little child. I will teach him myself. Come now, we will begin at once. Bonny listened with bright eyes and eager face to the music, till at last the wife said, Are you not going to take the little one home? Then the big man put down his violin and looked very thoughtful, for that was a thing more easily said than done. I must try to find out about my little child, but you shall keep him safe and snug while I go. So he went out to see if anyone was inquiring for a lost child, and Bonny was laid down to sleep very contentedly, his little brain so full of delight that he had found the music for which he had been looking so long that everything else was quite forgotten. The professor went at last to the police, but no such lost child had been claimed. He described it as bright and intelligent, fond of music, dressed as a poor woman's child would be. The only child asked for was the son of Robert Cameron, Esquire of Horton House, St. Mildred's Hill, a dark, thin child, 7 years of age, slightly imbecile. The superintendent found the description of Bonny. That is not the child, he said decidedly, and telegraphed back that no news of any child answering description given had been brought there. The professor and his wife waited anxiously all the next day. No one came to claim the child. The following day they were to leave London for Germany. As they did not like to send the child to the poorhouse, they took it with him. There, the cough finally came out. All right, that's all for now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Guten Abend. Ad Morgen. Goodbye.